What's up, YouTube? What's up? Hey, Wendy Williams exposed Diddy's dark secrets. He silenced her and got her fired. Everybody knows that. Hey y'all, just hit me. How in the world is Diddy doing? They say he gave up on trying to make bail. He done gave up on that. So I think he's coming to realization that he's gonna be behind bars for a little bit. I think he's finally coming to realization, and I wonder, is he repenting or whatever you want to call it for some of the stuff he did, man. But anyway, in our live stream, they asked me to cover this. Some of the things that happened to Wendy, man. We just did one, and this seems like this kind of like the same one, but we're gonna do something. I'm hoping there's some new information in it. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I miss my daggone echo on this side of the room. But let's check it out.
I've got one of the hottest DJs off of Hot 97 because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down.
There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such.
And she
I love when she said that. Burned at the stake.
allegedly has been avoiding Puffy. You know, my thing about when you date a mogul, like he can hire a plane right now, land on the roof of the hotel where she's staying, pay people off at the front desk. I'm already paranoid.
But y'all have bad blood for a while.
Real bad.
Real bad blood.
The worst blood.
The worst blood.
Diddy is going to jail for the disgusting crimes he has been charged with. What's sad is that the entire time that he's been hurting these women, Wendy Williams has been trying to expose his problematic behavior. So let's get into it. Recently, I made a video about Wendy Williams and how she's not doing well. I brought up the fact that maybe Diddy is behind this, and some of you guys are wondering why Diddy would go after Wendy Williams. Well, Wendy has been warning us about Diddy for decades, and today I want to show you exactly what she knows and what she's been trying to tell us. During Wendy's media career, the queen of entertainment news and gossip, who never shied away from addressing celebrity rumors, tried to raise the alarm when it came to Diddy. But her ongoing beef and her public warnings only led to career setbacks. Keep in mind that Wendy and Diddy worked very closely together, but in an interesting way, because in 1993 he started Bad Boy Records, and in 1994 she was working in New York radio. So she was playing a lot of the music, commentating on a lot of the music, and they had an interesting, relationship, kind of like frenemies. Especially in 1998 when she spread rumors that Diddy may be gay, which we've heard plenty of times. And once that news got to him, he actually pulled some strings and got her fired from her job. She claims she received a photo of a man allegedly pulling Diddy's shorts down while he was on vacation in Cancun. Wendy actually was fired from her job before she could even address the photo on air.
Puff got one of the hottest DJs off of Hot 97 because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down. You understand what I'm saying? Puff had power.
And he still does, which is why so many people are scared of him and scared to tell their stories.
𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, I did an interview with him some months ago, and he told a story about Wendy Williams. She got fired from Hot 97 because she had a picture of Puffy. So if you don't mind, give me the story from your point of view, and what was in the picture?
We were in Cancun. For whatever reason, dude was playing with Puff. He went behind him and grabbed his trunks and pulled them down. Some girls that was taking pictures. They took that picture and emailed it back to Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams said she had him in a compromising position and like he was gay, something like that. She was gonna put it out. Wendy had shown people that email. Puff told Hot 97 if they didn't get rid of her before he got back in New York, that they was not gonna get any music from any of his friends, any of the record labels executives that was cool with him. Everybody was gonna boycott their station. We was out in LA for about 3 days before we landed back in New York. Wendy Williams was in the radio station in Philly. She was fired.
Now, in 2013, Wendy did briefly speak about this situation. She said that there is a lot of homophobia in hip hop. So when you bring up like someone potentially being gay, then that's a bigger deal, I guess, in hip hop. But she said there was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now everyone can kind of share their opinion.
There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle.
Honestly, kudos to Wendy. I hope she's doing well because she has always stayed true to her, her take. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But she's not going to back down and change things. And she stood up for herself against Diddy.
And yes, it's very effeminized, but be very clear. There were lots of homosexuals in hip hop back in the 80s too. That was what's worse, hip hop wearing skirts or hip hop being closeted and having a plethora of kids to prove manhood that, and denial of something that you shouldn't have to deny, which is your sexuality.
She's definitely talking about Diddy there. I mean, for reference, he has 7 children. But things began to escalate because Diddy then sent a girl group on his label to confront Wendy Williams. She claimed that once upon a time, there was a music mogul who sent all his girl groups to beat her ass in front of the radio station. She said, I got off the air one day, then them total bitches, I guess that's the group name, were downstairs and everybody upstairs at the radio station was looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down. Wendy said her boyfriend at the time prevented anything further from happening.
I remember I got off the air one day and them total bitches were downstairs waiting and everybody upstairs at the radio station is looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down. I wasn't yet married. My knight in shining armor screeched up in his car just out of nowhere. I didn't even know what was about to happen. I'm standing in the door like, what? And I'm literally about to go through. Now, I'm not like, what, let's fight, because I'm not one of those type of broads. And plus, there was 3 of them. The little Chinese man that drove the van that they were coming. There was no security or anything. It was just them 3 fighting broads. And me. And my coworkers that shot standing upstairs trying to look down to see it all jump off. They all knew. When I said goodnight to everybody, everybody's pressed up against the window. I didn't even walk or bother asking, what are you all looking for? Because, when the clock strikes, it's time to go. It is time to go. I didn't get a chance to hit the sidewalk before I knew it, out of nowhere. And there's a whole bunch of rah-rah going on outside, and I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And I send Cower and Skell out on the sidewalk, and he comes back in and says, it's total outside. And they were about to set it on you.
That story sounds so crazy. It sounds like a movie because who sends a girl group to go and beat up a radio host you don't like? I mean, that just shows how much power Diddy had on all these people around him. Wendy says even though he put her through hell in her career.
That is a daggone shame. The part that tripped me out is you got a female singing group. That's 3 people that decided to, since we are a team and we are a record label, we're going to go and fight. Why? Why are you fighting her though? What's the, I don't know. Maybe when you're young, you're just dumb, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that part out.
I will never forget, and I do not hate him. So it sounds like a little bit forgiving in a way. And I'm glad she doesn't forget and she continues to hound him because in 2015, there was a moment on her show where she kind of, shares that she believes that Diddy is controlling, especially after Cassie has filed this lawsuit. Looking at this clip in hindsight, it's wild because Wendy knew.
So Cassie's in South Africa filming Honey 3. And she allegedly has been avoiding Puffy. And, my thing about when you date a mogul is that it's really difficult to avoid them because if you use your head, you never know when they're going to pop up on the scene. Like he's mogul, like he can hire a plane right now, zoom it to South Africa, land on the roof of the hotel where she's staying, okay, pay people off at the front desk, give me the key and let me up in her room. Like I'm already paranoid.
I think there's something to this clip, a little bit deeper, because she's saying, yeah, because he's rich, he could do this, he could do that, he could pay off the people and go into their hotel room. But There's a lot of rich people out there and they don't behave this way. This is something specific to Diddy's behavior. This person commented the way that Wendy was literally trying to tell us. And it is straight up facts, especially when we see that Cassie filed a lawsuit against Diddy. They ended up settling, but damn, those allegations in that lawsuit, including like drugging, forcing her to use her body to please him, and much more. It's just, I mean, it's hard to digest, and it's hard to even see these warning signs and to think that Cassie was kind of ignored. But in 2017, Diddy stopped by the Wendy Williams show to publicly put their 2-decade feud to rest. They've had a lot of beef, and Wendy even admitted, you know, I've pissed off a lot of people, including you, but this is a full circle moment, and it actually seems like Diddy was down to make up.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I must say it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
And I want to just tell you how proud I am of you. Because I don't think you get enough credit for being the first one to really cover our culture. You know, hip-hop culture and also hip-hop celebrities shedding light on our culture and our people, and thank you very much.
So you have to admit, it's kind of a moment for Wendy because she went from like kind of being fired by this man to now having him on her show. But I don't think it discredits like kind of the weird power dynamic, you know, here.
Now, what happened was, let me tell you what happened. Puffy is trying to say, without saying, I got rid of you and you didn't stop fighting. You built your character, you built yourself up, and you kept on. Now you still at a level where you can get somebody like me on the show. So my hat goes off to you. You didn't stop after I crushed you. You didn't stop because one person crushed you. One big person crushed you. That's what he's saying. He's saying stuff like that to her. Don't tell me. And I'm proud of you because you fighting for what you want to do. Not it's on one monkey don't stop no show, cuz. And Wendy knows, but you trying to make it sound good and everything. So I can't come back and say, you got me fired. What's wrong with you? I'm over here. I got bills to pay. Like what's the oh my God, the precious girl. Oh man, her name is right on the tip of my daggone. God dang it. She said, it almost came out too, on Miss Precious. Steve Harvey didn't have her back. Monique is her name. Monique, bless her. Tyler Perry didn't have her back. Yeah, Monique said the same type of things, but she jumped out there a little too hard. Wendy was like, I ain't gonna jump too hard because I need to make a comeback. That's what she's saying. Basically, yeah.
I think there is still an imbalance being fired by this man to now having him on her show. But I don't think it discredits like kind of the weird power dynamic, you know, here. I think there is still an imbalance even with Wendy and Diddy because Diddy has so many strings everywhere. And even though they are cool right now, it doesn't take away what he did to her in the past and how that's not okay.
I know
that is definitely not okay.
A lot of people off, including you.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a full circle moment, everybody.
Yes.
Get into adult conversation.
Yes.
It's full circle.
Yeah.
Diddy admitted that he was nervous to go on the show, but applauded Wendy and was very complimentary, probably because he wants to get on her good side. And part of me also wonders if he's like, you know, doing this because he knows one day he will be exposed. Unfortunately, Wendy's not here to give us her take on the Diddy situation. But when she had him on, she did ask him about Cassie.
I am shocked that you and Cassie have gone this far. Mm-hmm. Like the distance. What is it about her?
I mean, it's just like when a record comes on, the way she moves.
Yeah.
Like when I look at her, the way she smiles. The way I see her look at me sometimes when I wake up and she's already awake, you know?
A lot of people had some interesting thoughts about this interview because of the allegations Cassie has raised. One person wrote, "This did not age well." Another person wrote, "This interview hit different in 2023." And then finally, this person wrote, "Who's watching this in 2023 catching the Easter eggs?" When Diddy and Cassie eventually broke up, Wendy addressed the breakup on air in 2018, saying that Cassie wasted her time with a man that was 17 years older than her. Diddy tried to reach out to Cassie through social media to get back together, together, but Wendy said, I suggest you don't use social media to reach out. Wendy said, I believe he probably treated her at some particular point like a possession, saying that Diddy treated Cassie like a possession. If you really care, you reach out privately, not publicly.
Puffy wants Cassie back. Oh, it's been all over social media. Puffy posted a picture of Michael Jackson's song, Lady in My Life, and wrote, if anyone sees Cassie this weekend, please tell her to listen to this song 100 times. I suggest don't use social media though to reach out. I think this is a grand overture from Puffy. I don't believe he really wants her back. I believe he probably treated her at some particular point like a possession, like a possession. And if you really care, then you'd reach out privately, not publicly.
Love her or hate her, she seems to be right about almost everything. In 2017, Wendy went on to The Sway in the morning to talk about her history with Diddy. And here's what she had to say about what Diddy had put her through throughout her career.
But y'all had bad blood for a while.
Real bad.
Real bad blood.
The worst blood.
The worst blood. You almost wanted to run you out of New York at one point, right? Well, not run, like push you out of New York at one point. He had you ran out. You give him full credit for that? Okay, cool. He had you ran out of New York.
Wendy,
you see how she rolled her eyes? You see how she rolled her eyes? Oh my gracious. She did you know how them girls be doing. She did all that stuff, man. I don't know how to, wait a minute, y'all. Look at her eyes and stuff. Look.
Look. He had you ran out. You give him full
there it is. Look.
Okay, cool. He had you ran out of New York.
Wendy Williams is a tough cookie. Imagine having her run out of New York. But Wendy's publicist said that the former talk show host did not have any comment on the recent allegations against Diddy. He has multiple lawsuits filed against him, and you guys know we will be following that very closely. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Here's my email if you have any other video ideas for me. Let's go ahead and open this P.O. Box package item. It looks like it's from Delicate Living Etsy, which is in Illinois. Let's go ahead and check that out. Oh my gosh, this packaging is so pretty. I love it. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. It's a small box. Okay. Oh my gosh, cute. Are these earrings? Oh my gosh, these are earrings. I don't have any earrings besides the ones I have on right now, but Delicate Living, they sent me stickers and earrings. I'm so excited. A lot of stickers. These are cute.
You got all kinds of stuff, man. Hey, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Wendy Williams, I hope the best for you. Y'all stay tuned. We are covering all the stuff that we can on the Jay-Z, Puffy. We still looking for some Oprah stuff. We still looking for, I got like a top 5 or top 10 list that I'm not even gonna go through of people that I know was at those freak off, not at the white parties. I know they was at that freak off with all the research and stuff. Somebody and something is on them tapes. Other than TD Jakes, that's one I'm just gonna give y'all. Hey, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.